Hello, 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 my darlings. Thank you for joining me on A Slice of Life, A Slice of Life. Well, keep hope alive. That's what Jesse Jackson used to say, and that's what I'm saying to you tonight. Keep hope alive. Why are you saying that, Jordan? We got to do that. That's what we have to do right now. We have to keep hope alive because a war has been started, a war based on an idea that someone had that we should have one. And so we're in a war. And I don't think Americans have figured out that we can have war on the United States in the United States. And people are acting very nonchalant about it all, like, oh, well, that's over there. Keep hope alive. And how are we going to do that? We have to do it through prayer. Because everybody was surprised at Pearl Harbor. I don't want any surprises. I don't want a whole lot of people to die because we were surprised. I'm not saying we have to walk around and be in fear, but we do have to keep hope alive, and we have to do that with prayer. Prayer changes things. But we also have to use the five senses that God gave us. And so we have to be diligent in our movement and what we're doing, how we're doing it. I'm not saying we don't continue with our life. We do continue with life because life goes on, but be conscious of the fact that something could happen over here. I heard one of the several people say, to get prepared. So Americans are not. We don't do well. Americans basically don't do well. Wouldn't know how to do a whole lot of things because we've had it our way for many years, and that doesn't mean it's going to stay our way, but I think we need to be getting prepared. Today was the first day I ordered something, a small version of a solar panel. I just wanted to see what that looked like, because people are saying, if you can't plug in your phone, then how are you going to talk to anybody? That's a good point. Here's the other thing. If they destroy the grid system, you're not going to have lights and water and a number of things. And people are saying you need to store water. Or you need to be somewhere where there is water. Right now, I guess if I live somewhere like Florence, Alabama, I know it's a whole Tennessee River. I mean, right now, if it's some water somewhere, the Mississippi or Tennessee River or some kind of water, you need to be as near some water. So that water's not good. Well, maybe you can get some charcoal or something and boil it. I don't know, but I don't know what we're going to do about different things. But I do know that I want to say to continue with your life, yes. Continue in it prayerfully, which we should have been doing anyway. Who says should? I said I was going to use that word, but I'm using it today because that has an accusatory tone to it when you say should. But I know that by right, it was the right thing to do would be in prayer anyway. We're in the Lenten season, so prayer is going on. We're keeping hope alive because if it ever meant anything with Reverend Jesse Jackson, it means something now. If it never meant anything to you before, it should mean something now to keep hope alive because that's all we have right now. We have prayer wrapped in hope wrapped in prayer. You see, I would recommend that maybe you buy a couple of things. Every time you go to the store, you might get an extra thing of batteries. Or every time you go to get you some water, you buy an extra pack of water. For me, I heard somebody say, you don't like to keep gas in the car. I might need to go put some gas in the car. They say that all the time. But if you can't get anywhere, I'm trying to figure out why you keep gas in the car. But anyway, I need to go put some gas in the car. Keep some gas in your car. I think I've talked to you about keeping money in a plastic bag or keeping it somewhere. Not having any cash is not. It's I don't like cash. Well, if you can't get cash because the electricity not working, I just want you to think of some little things. I'm not saying to panic. I'm not working on you getting panicked. Don't panic. But we're gonna keep hope alive. Just do a little small things. Just maybe when you go get some batteries, get an extra set of batteries. When you go buy a flashlight, buy two. When you go buy a bottle, some water, get more than one set of water. You know, the person that I listen to is Joshua Giles, who said, just get the things that will make your life better for you. If you think if you need Oreos every day, then you need to pile up, get some Oreos in the house then. I mean, whatever you think will make your life better in your household, in your home. I've talked to you about that. It's family time. I don't care if you don't like these people, you're this and you're that, and you've been mad since y'all was a kid, and you always got more than I got. All that kind of stuff is foolishness. If they're blowing up something, or you got to go to a shelter, or you don't have any place to put your head down to lay your head. You see, so it's family time, and it's time to think about, if you had to go somewhere in your house, where would you go? If you had to go somewhere with your neighbor, who's your neighbor? If you got a neighbor that's not doing well, are you going to be able to go and get them and take care of them? Who's going to see about them? Who's going to help you? You have some animals, dog and a cat. Who's going to see about the dog and the cat? It's a lot to think about. Keep hope alive. We're 27 days tomorrow away from the first quarter. This has been a hell of a first quarter in 2026. I talked to you in 2025, and I said, all you have is 2026. And I'm sticking with what I said. And so 2026 first quarter is going to be over in 27 days tomorrow. Are you prepared to go into the second quarter? Because once you get through the first quarter, the rest is Christmas. And I know what I'm talking about. Once daylight saving time comes, it's over. I mean, you can blink your eye and you're at Christmas. Somebody's already talking about something in October. Baby, see, it's slow. It's slow between October and January. It kind of slows down. It's all that Christmas and Halloween, and then it slows down. December 26th to about January 18th and 19th, we come to a halt. But it has picked up again, and it's moving with the speed of light, the speed of sound. And we're at 27 days from the end of the third quarter. You gotta have it together, people. Get it together, people. Because the worst has not come. There's more. The 2025 project there's more to come. This is just the tip of the iceberg. And so you keep wanting to stay where you are. You can stay in place. But when you're staying in place, make sure you're doing something that you can stay in place. Because ultimately, we don't have an answer. We really do not. We will have to pray. We're praying. And we're hoping. We're keeping hope alive. And we're praying that God will take care of us and hear our plea. Hear our cry. Hear our supplications. Hear our supplications. Because right now, on this Monday, I sat here. I just told my daughter, I said, I don't know what to say. But I have enough sense to say that our plans need to line up with God's plans, and those plans need to be built on faith. So I'm going to go on and do this. Because he told you some stuff. And I let myself get distracted. That's why I know it's 27 days, because I spent maybe 5 or 7 days doing something for somebody else and working for somebody else, helping somebody else. And it took 7 days off of my plan. And I said, okay, I would do it because I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it. But I'm saying for some of you all, the last 7 days, you haven't been doing anything for anybody. I need for you to get back on it. Get back up on the horse. Get back up on it. It's hard to get up. I remember the first time I got up on a horse. Everybody helped you. You know, you got to not worry about your butt when you get up on a horse and you need some help. You just go on whatever hand is back there. Ooh, it was smaller though when I got up on a horse, but still, I got up on it. Oh my goodness! And I was so, I mean, I couldn't believe I was that tall, that far up, and I was looking at how far I can fall. Baby, once I got out that horse, the same way it was when I got out that helicopter. I haven't been back on a horse, and I have not been back in a helicopter. Ooh, the things that impressed you. Anyway, I wanted to just be light for a moment. We had to keep hope alive. Jesse Jackson, you done us good. I'm putting it like that. You done good. You and Shirley Chisholm. She said, I'm gonna be president. How you just form your mouth to say that in the midst of all this going on? And you know, as a black woman, that was powerful. That was powerful. It was powerful for him to say, I'm gonna be president. And we really actually thought he could be president. I don't know what were we thinking? With what we know now, what were we thinking? But then it did happen. And poor baby, oh, I'm so proud of them, both of them. Because they got scrutinized on everything, got called on the carpet on everything, what they had on, how they did a fist bump. Where's that woman on The View that talked about them like a dog because they did a fist bump? And that's all they're doing now in America. Where is she? He had on the wrong color suit, and Mrs. Obama had her arms out, and every other white woman I see on TV got her arms out and getting arm exercises so she can have the same thin arms that Mrs. Obama had naturally and had the muscle in it. You know, they talk about us and then they go and copy it. That's just, don't you get tired? I'm not doing that tonight. I'm not. I'm just going to say, keep hope alive. Thank you, Mr. Reverend Jesse Jackson, for bringing us that hope. And I am somebody. We'll remember that. I say it still. We still need to say it. We still need to teach it. I am somebody. Our kids need to hear that as soon as they can hear it. I am somebody. Because if you don't, where's your somebodyness? If you're waiting for my generation waited for us to be told that we were somebody while we were working on being somebody, emulating the somebodies that were not somebody in the first place. Whoo, I couldn't say that again if I had to. I love you. Keep hope alive. I do love you, and you can't do anything about it.